crafters, it's Hannah here from HanCraftedCards.com. For this week's colour challenge card, this is what I'm going to be showing you how to make. We've got some embossing going on with the embossing paste from Stampin Up. We've got some inking, and we've got a fun stamped background with a brand new Cheers to the Year stamp set, which is in the autumn winter catalogue, which is now live, by the way. If you haven't got a copy, just let me know and I will put one in the post for you. And as always, check in the description for the card sizes and a list of all the supplies that are used to make this card. So let's get started. So we're going to start by choosing our colours, and I've got my number generator here on my phone. So the first number is going to be 35, which is soft suede. The second number is 44, which is dapper denim. Oh, interesting. And then the third number is 33, which is Peekaboo Peach. So we've got soft suede, dapper denim and Peekaboo Peach. Interesting. So I will go and pull those colours, soft suede, dapper denim and Peekaboo Peach, and pick a stamp set, and then we'll get started. So here are our three colours, soft suede, dapper denim and Peekaboo Peach. So I have got the new Cheers to the Year stamp set. It's a brand new stamp set out of the autumn winter catalogue. If you haven't got one, let me know and I'll put one in the post for you, because they are now live, so you can get your hands on this stamp set. So I thought, it's new, we'll have a play with this one today. And I've also got my embossing paste, and we're going to do something with that. So first of all, let's just move those up. First of all, we're just going to stamp a background, I'm thinking, and then we'll do some embossing over it to kind of try and make some sort of background. And I'm going to stick this down with some old washi tape, and so we'll have a bit of a border around. Whoops. So just trying to make about 1/4 of an inch border roughly. So I'm using my grid paper to roughly line it up. Doesn't have to be exact or anything. So we can kind of go a little bit crazy on the background, and then we'll have a funky border as well. Whoops. Ah. Okay. There. Cool. Okie dokie. So this is just a piece of Whisper White. All the dimensions for all of my standard cards are in the description, so at any time just have a look down there and you will see the measurements that I use, along with some helpful links to all of the supplies. So I'm going to go with this kind of starburst, and I'm going to do the background in soft suede. Let me just grab, bear with, just a piece of scrap. I want this to be a little bit lighter, so I'm going to stamp off once and then stamp down. And 3. There we go. I ain't got my stamping scrub out. So you've probably seen these before, but one side's wet, one side's dry. So you just spray your Stampin' Mist on one side, scrub, 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 dry, 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 and then your stamp is nice and clean. Okay, I'm then going to use this guy, because I think it'll fit quite nicely in that first, in the middle of that first stamp. So again, I'm going to stamp off and roughly in the centre. Oh, that looks nice. It does not have to be perfect at all. We're just making a background. So hopefully when this is done it'll work. I'm kind of just playing today to see what we get. Whoops. And then this little snowflake. Again, I'm going to stamp off. This one I'm going to do a couple of more. And I'll go with one up there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that's that. And before we move on, I'm going to grab the soft suede marker pen, which is, yep, that one. And I'm going to go around the edge of my washi tape, just so I will have, oops, a little bit of a border. I'm trying to go slowly, so I don't go all over the place. Just take your time and do it. Oops, see, like that. Oh, there we go. So when we take the washi off, that'll give us a line for our border. Okie dokie. The next layer to our background is going to be some embossing paste. So I'm going to use one of the Pattern Party decorative masks, which is that one. Gorgeous. And I need my Tim Holtz mat, which is here, and I'm just going to oh, I just thought actually I was going to mix it with some re-inker, but I don't have re-inker for Peekaboo Peach, so I'm just going to see if this works. Just press, well, that's a lot. Press some ink down onto my craft sheet. Then I'm going to put some embossing paste on top of that, and it should still work to pick up the colour. Yeah, it does. I just suddenly realised I don't have embossing paste for this, refill for this, but that works. That works really well actually. Awesome. Oh, I like that. This is one of those things that I could spend all day just playing and mixing it. Okay, and I want just a touch more white, just so I've got a few white streaks. So it's kind of a little bit marbly. There we go. Don't know if you can make that out on the video, but I've got some lighter patches. Okay, so I'm going to go down here first, actually. And you just spread it like you're buttering bread or icing a cake, that kind of movement. So push it down and just scrape it across. So you're just pressing it down and scraping. Oops. And because this is a lighter colour, I can still see, oh no, some of the stamping underneath. Oh shoot. Okay, I need to cover that up. Okay. So the next bit is going to be over here. Okay. So you do have to be a little bit neat, or try to be a little bit neat anyway. Let me just move this over a bit. Okay. So I'm just pushing the paste into the mask. And you kind of scrape off the excess. And if you keep a hold of it, you can lift it up and have a look and see if you're happy with it. Pop it back down, and I think actually I am happy with that. I did kind of mess it up a bit there, but I might do some inking over the top afterwards, and that'll cover that up. But oh, I like that. It's funny when I look at it through the camera, through my lens, and then look at it down here, it looks a little bit different. It's weird. So I'm going to let that dry and go and wash off my mask. Using embossing paste, you have to wash all your tools straight away. So I'm going to let that dry, wash these, and I'll be right back. So we are all dry now, and I'm going to do a little bit of inking on here before we take the washi tape up, and I'm going to use Peekaboo Peach and the soft suede. So I'm just dabbing my sponge into Peekaboo Peach, picking up a little bit of colour, and then starting on the washi tape and swirling onto the card. So just going around the edges, not going too far in. And over the embossing is a little bit rough, but it's okay. This is why you have to definitely make sure it's dry before you do this step. And just gently blend out the colour, a little bit of fluff. So the centre is still going to be light. And that's all the way around. And then I just go over it again just to make sure it's all blended as best as possible. Like so. And then with the soft suede, I'm going to stay really close to that edge. I only want a tiny little bit of the darker colour right on the edge. I'm barely going onto the cardstock. So it's just darkening that edge just a touch. So most of the colour I'm leaving on the the washi tape, to be fair. So just working your way around, very, very light-handed. Just to darken those edges. Like so. And then I'm just going to come back with the Peekaboo Peach and just to blend those two colours together a little bit more. Like so. And you'll see it will colour the embossing paste a little bit as well. I'll bring it up close to you in just a second. So now that we've done that, we can take up the washi tape and see what we've got. Very slowly peel it up, because I've done this before, ripped it too quick, and then I've ended up ripping the cardstock really badly. So just slowly peel, and you'll see a nice white crisp border around. And because we drew that line with the marker pen, we've also got a nice thin line framing it as well. Okay. Oops, I can't get this up now. Okay. Going slowly. You do really have to go slowly just to be on the safe side, unless you've got low tack tape, or you take off some of the stickiness of your washi beforehand, which is probably what I should have done. Last piece. Slowly. There we go. Yay. So that is what we've got. There's a really thin line where we used the marker pen, so it frames it really nicely. I'm really happy with that. Awesome. So that is going to be stuck onto a piece of Dapper denim, and then that's going to go on a soft suede card base. So we'll stick this down first. I'm going to use Fast Fuse. Oh, actually, before I stick it down, I just thought I want to punch out a shape out of the middle of this one. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to need it, but I might as well punch it out now, so I've got it just in case. Then this can go on here. Like that. That's fab. I love it. Awesome. And then I'll bring in our card base. So get my bone folder. And again, I'm just going to use fuse to stick this down. Oops. Just because it's a little bit heavier. Oh, I finished that already. That surprised me, that did. Huh. Have I? Yeah, I have as well. I can show you how to change that. Grab a refill. Looks like that. Whoa. And you just pop it in. Try now. That way. Just pop it back in and you're good to go. Ta-da! There. So I want it that way. There. So that's our card base. I think I am going to probably use that for the sentiment. I'm going to use the sentiment from the Cheers to the Year, and I'm going to stamp it on. Let me just grab some scrap white cardstock here. Let me just go and grab a piece. So I just got a piece of white cardstock for the word joy, and that I'm going to stamp in Dapper Denim, and then I'm going to see how big the word is and see which punch will fit, and that's my phone. There we go. So like I said, I've punched that out. And then I'm looking for a circle. I think that this one is obviously too small, but I'm just showing you. Yeah, you could do one letter at a time. That'd be fun. This is 1 1/4 inch, and that, oh, that's just big enough. Yeah, 1 1/4 inch. Perfect. So that's then going to go on that, but it needs a little something behind it, don't you think? So I'm going to take the banner punch, which is that one, and a piece of soft suede, which is this one, and punch both of these out. And then put that underneath it, then that, and that looks better to me. So this I'm going to stick straight onto that one. So just a bit of fuse across the middle. And pop that in the centre. Oh, that's not centre, but oh, sorry, I have to get it straight, otherwise it'll bug me. That's better. So that in the centre of that. This one I'm then going to pop up with some dimensionals, and I'm loving these mini dimensionals that Stampin' Up now have, because when you are, obviously if it's something small it's great, but even when it's something bigger, just having a small dimensional means you can't see it from the side as much, and probably wouldn't make much difference to most people, but I really like that. Then this can go in the centre. That looks, I'm lining up the corner of the banner with the corner of that bit there, so it's sort of even. I like that. and then dimensionals, whoops, on the back. These are just too cute, they're adorable. There we go. And then this, is that the right way? Yeah. I'm going to pop that just there, like so. Love it. So that is the card for this week's colour challenge. I hope that you like it and that you give it a try. Don't forget, all of the supplies I've used are in the description, and links to my social media where you can post your creations with this week's colours. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.